Hello everybody and welcome! This is the deck building video for the Twitch Chat Challenge number 2. If you don't know what the Twitch Chat Challenge is, let me help you. Let me help you figure this out. Twitch builds my decks for me, live on Twitch, where I stream every Tuesdays and Fridays for Arkham Horror the card game. And last time I did this, it was Luke Robinson and Father Mateo, and it was a fun time. It actually was. It was a little bit stressful. It was kind of like playing with a better draft deck. No offense, Twitch. But I mean, like, when you get a bunch of people all typing in things and cards are randomly drawn, that's just the very nature of it. Today, we're going to be starting with the deck building in the morning, and in the afternoon on YouTube, you're going to find the next episode, which is going to be the first episode of the Forgotten Age, in time and in celebration of the upcoming re-release of the campaign in the new format. And we're starting with Agnes Baker with her partner, Joe Diamond, but we have 100 cards here. We have 100 cards that was chosen by people, and we're going to choose 30 of them. Once again, if we ever get 2 in the deck, we are going to, if we get something, we're going to have to re-roll. But why don't we dive in and see what our first card is for Agnes Baker. So we have 1 out of 100, and let's generate, shall we? 32, the first card is going to be none other than an Uncage of the Soul. We can't be upset about that, right? That's just economy. You know, that's just like a good card. Gotta keep this going because we have a bunch of cards. 98. That's a Living Ink. Very fun. So what are we hoping to hit? I mean, like, with Agnes and Joe, Meat Cleaver. Better hope we hit a Pete Sylvester on this one. Otherwise, we're looking at a little bit of an issue I can see coming in the future. But, I mean, that is kind of important that we did get a Meat Cleaver. Right? That's kind of like what we want to be doing. 26. That's a Pete Sylvester? No, that's an Arcane Initiate. Which, admittedly, still actually works all right. You know? Some soak. Get us some spells. What number was that? That was 26. As for chat, we'll vote on what the Living Ink gets. We'll do a poll. I'll just get that going right now. There you go, chat. There's your Living Ink. So we're at 96. Let's keep it going. 8. 8 is a Pete Sylvester. We did it, chat. You did it. We got a Peter Sylvester in there. So now we want to hit, if we hit a second Meat Cleaver and a second Pete, we're off to like the races. 43 is another Pete Sylvester. Let's go. Chat, we did it. You did it, chat. You beautiful bags of bones. Yeah, so far everything's making sense. I mean, I do like the idea of Unexpected Courage. I do like the idea of kind of like the level 0 decks just being reasonable, and then we get to the crazy decks later on. I mean, I think also with chat, you were kind of just probably like a bit scared. You didn't want to. Once I said we were doing Forgotten Age, you were like, oh crap, that's the hard one. String of Curses. Yes, that's huge. That's huge. Yeah, it's time. Yeah, see now it's time to add the Shining Trap to Zohedron for sure. 44 is a Deny Existence. Notably, we don't have a way to use our brain for anything yet. Notably, we don't have a way to use our brain for anything yet. But let's just not worry about that. 58 is a Drawn to the Flame. Good card. All right, so it looks like Brain 1 Living Ink, which totally makes sense. Now, if only we can find a way to use our brain for something. $45 is a Shriveling. All right, okay, that's good. That's good. We have something to use our brain on. Now we just got to hit another Shriveling, and everything's like going to the moon. 21. That is a power word. I mean, chat's got to be happy about that. Chat has got to be happy about that. Yeah, this signature is just whenever you play a spell, draw a card. Notably, Power Word actually can deal with enemies. So I actually think it's pretty alright here. We have a Promise of Power. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think it has an actual like home in this deck. All right, Holy Rosary at 42. Holy Rosary's nice. I mean, so far I'm actually like we have a lot of one-ofs. I mean, but this is just the nature of the draft decks. But soon we're gonna start hitting we're gonna start rounding out these one-ofs, I think. And I think so far every card here ultimately makes sense. We're almost at the halfway point. So let's see what the deck looks like when we have 15 cards in it. 23. Once again, we would love more kill spells. We have 2 copies of Power Word. It's not unique, so we can totally do that. We can totally do that. It doesn't excite me. I would love, more things to kill with. Like maybe a Spectral Razor. Maybe a Ward of Protection is good. It's a good card. Because our plan can't be Meat Cleaver. We're going to die if our only, we have 1 Shriveling and a Meat Cleaver, right? That's just how it's going to work. $76. Emergency cash. Money's good. You have Pete, you'll never die. That is true. We will never die to horror. That is correct. That is a true statement. 72 is a Look What I Found. Starting to feel a little bit hopeless, chat. 75 is a Signum Crucis. Oh, we definitely don't need that in this deck. That's definitely not what we're looking for here. I'll say that right now. This is going to be bad. It started out so good. 39. Let's see if we can bring it back in the last little bit. Painkillers is certainly not it. It's good. It's good, but it's certainly just not it. Okay, how many cards do we have left? We can get 10. Painkillers is... I agree, it's great in Agnes, but there was a time where we... It's not your what you want to use to do things, right? It's not what you want to use to do things. It's not your way of killing. If someone came to me and I'm like, hey, what's your weapon? And they were like painkillers, I would be like, I'm gonna die. This is it for me. All right, we got to get some stuff. 66. We got to get some. A Rite of Seeking isn't it, but it's there. It's there. It's there. $37. We can round it out. Tempt Fate is not it. Chad, you guys butchered this. It's butchered. It's done. It's over. It's over, chat. This deck is just lost. The Forgotten Age. Just so we all know, 68. It's Clairvoyance. I guess we're doing a last-second pivot, huh? We're doing a last-second pivot into a Kluver. I mean, they can flex, and I mean, like, upgrades are... There's still a lot of room for upgrades here. 7 is a mists. Thank God. Okay, we have an evade spell. That's good. It doesn't solve any problems. Like, it just, like, delays a problem. But that's good. That's a good get. That's a good get. We're happy about that. 42. Sled Dog. Yep, this is a Twitch chat challenge, alright. This is my second Twitch chat challenge, and that right there, that looks like a Twitch chat challenge. Guts, I'll take. I would rather have the Spectral Razor that was just right next to it. But, you know, these are how things go. Man, I'm going to have to think hard when I play this. I can't just like... Azure Flame is a great get. That is awesome. Okay, that's good. That's good. The spell stuff is looking alright. The spell stuff is looking alright here. We're actually happy about a lot of that. Let's go again. 63 is another Mists. 2 of Mists is really nice. That gives me some hopium near the last little bit. The 2 Mists is actually, I think, really nice for our... So how many more cards do we add? 2 more cards. All right, the second last one, 61, is going to be an Armageddon. It's a kill spell. I'm going to take it. I'm not going to be picky. I'm taking the Armageddon, you know? I ain't looking a gift horse in the mouth. Whatever the fuck that means. Like, what's he hiding in there? And our last card, 49, is a String of Curses. Okay. Okay, we can take the String of Curses. Alright, chat. I want you to honestly rate this deck out of 10. What do you think it is? How do you think you did? How do you think you did? Rate this deck out of 10. We got a 7. He gets the Meek Cleaver every time. To me, I think that you guys... honestly, I think you guys didn't do terrible. I'd give it a 6. I'd give this one a 6. I think it's not bad. I think it's, like, not great, but I think it's not bad. There's a lot of good in it. There's just a lot of, like, and, like, you guys have, like, sort of pseudo-redundancy over here. I wish we got a second Shriveling, but, like, that's what upgrades are for. But, like, I don't think you guys did too bad. We're going to see how it plays in practice, of course. But there is also the strongest investigator in the game, Joe Diamond, to come with the assist. So, should we see how Joe does? I think that's what we got to do, right? We got to see how, Joe does. Okay. We have 133 options for this Joe Diamond deck. Gave it a few more because, don't mind my spelling errors. I was just trying to, like, you know, get this going while also, you know, speed running it. I didn't do too bad. Okay. Shall we, chat? Shall we see how this Joe Diamond deck does? First card to set the scene is none other than a Working a Hunch. Honestly, chat, great start. Great start, chat. You kind of love to see it. There's our first hunch. So we need 10 of them. Remember, if we need 10, if you don't need 10, I gotta edit the deck. I gotta edit the deck. So, Research Librarian. You better hope to Christ we get a tome. Chat, you better hope to fucking Christ we find a tome, or I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna yell. So don't think I won't. 110 is an overpower. Nothing wrong with a nice traditional overpower. No, there was a few tomes. There was a bunch of Dream Diaries. We actually have a lot of tomes in here. I think we're going to hit a tome before it's all said and done. 45. Dream Diary, see? Looks like chat does not care about my play all card challenge, which honestly I'm kind of actually happy for. 60. Yeah, we're just killing the snakes. That's a hunch. That's a hunch, baby. What does this card even fucking do? Okay. I see how it is. 116. Dissection tools. That's fun. Our hand slots are now full. Dissection tools. Fun card, though. I haven't played with it. I'm curious to see how it actually plays, because it does seem kind of fun. $85. No stone unturned. All right, Hunch deck is looking pretty good right now. But as Stu Dunsbar said, we're going to have like a fucking 40-card Hunch deck coming up. $20. Yeah, we just got to find the guns. That, like, it is true. His guns do that, but if we don't find the guns... I think I remember only seeing, like, one backpack and no, like, other weapon searching. 96. Crack the case. Hey, that's a good card. That's a good card. Alright. 100. Alice Luxley. Also a good card. Also a good card, because in theory, Joe was supposed to lean, like, he can lean a bit more Kluver. I'm doomsaying again, Chad. I think we're done. 96 is a shortcut. Great card. Damn, next 20 months of the Golden Table. Thank you for using your Twitch Prime on us. We really appreciate it. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. And I hope you're here to watch the chaos that is this stream so far. 103 is a map the area. I ain't upset about that. The only problem is that Joe kind of is probably the worst user of Map the Area. I do think the card is very good. I do think the card is very nice. Okay. Okay, Chad. It's okay. It's okay. Don't give up hope yet. 114 is a magnifying glass. Alright, so we're loaded up with magnifying glasses. That's good. Do we have 120 still? Yeah, okay. 99 is another Alice Luxley. Okay, so 2 Alice Luxleys is very nice. Get some consistency in our ability to find them. Only downside is so far right now we're depending on... Backpack is great, chat. Backpack is great. Only downside is right now we're depending on a Mystic to be our consistent. Fine Clothes is also kind of poggy. Let's go! Chad, I love you. As I was saying, though, our only real problem is right now we're still kind of depending on our Mystic to be our primary enemy dealer. Vicious Blow. It's 15. Vicious Blow. Which I'm not, like, a really big fan of that. But also that might just be my, haven't hit a bolus yet, either. That might just be my, bias against Mystics. We know I have it. 54. Burning the Midnight Oil. Great card. Burning the Midnight Oil, great card. I would love it if they both, because like right now we built Agnes to kind of flex. And we haven't really done the same yet with Joe. There's still time. Admittedly, there's still time. We just haven't got there yet. 27. Preposterous sketches. That's a hunch. Did anyone put in deep knowledge? I see some deep knowledges, but like, don't the deep knowledges synergize with that Armageddon that Agnes had? 15. Breach the door. One of. Alright, how are we doing? Alright, we have our hunches. No, we need 11, right? Because it's not, we need 11 and then, so we need 10 and then including this one. So yeah, we need 11 there. So we only need one more hunch to have the hunch deck full, which means mission accomplished, right? Emergency aid. That's a hunch! $110? Oh no, that's sorry, it's supposed to be 112. 32. Disc of Idzamna. That's enemy management. That's how we deal with enemies in this house. Put so many weapons in here? How are you missing so many? That's because Superfang, you are but one person. One human being. And for every weapon you put in, there were 4 non-weapons. Deep knowledge. That's good. We have too many hunches. We have so many fucking hunches. Oh, no, that should be 109. 57. Vicious blow. Alright, these vicious blows are great for the times where we're going to punch someone with our fist. 28. That's got to be a weapon, right? It's a beat cup. Commit to Agnes's meat cleaver. It's the only way. $65. Crack the case. I think we've honestly... I think this deck might be worse than the other one. Can't be crack the case. That we already have 2. Shortcut. Pretty good economy. Nothing to use it on. Scene of the crime. All right. I'm literally feeling the life get sucked out of me. 72. Survival knife. We have a weapon! Alert the authorities! We have a weapon! We have a weapon. Enemy phase weapon. Let's go. 35 is a 45 automatic. We have another weapon. I would have preferred if it was the machete, the one just below it. But I'm not going to, once again, I'm not going to complain too much. 19 is a second scene of the crime. A bunches of hunches, huh? That's what we're looking. That's the name of this deck. It's a bunches of hunches. What the fuck? Get this out of here. Number 2, Safeguard. We haven't seen a single Bolas. And actually, honestly, I want to play with Bolas. I haven't played with it yet. We have handcuffs as well. Look at all these great cards we're not rolling. 93. Oh, that's not going to be good. Take the initiative. That's a fine card. That's a fine card. Helps us in the Mythos phase, which Joe does need the help with. So I think I should take the initiative as a nice pull there. Just give me, like, a consistent way of dealing with enemies, maybe. Deep Knowledge is a good card, but we don't need more hunches. Chat definitely got scared when I was like, we need hunches. And they were like, we got you. And I'm like, no, not like that. 91? Grim Memoir. Good card, but like we're folding to enemies, right? We're gonna die. We're dying, probably, right? It's gonna be very scrappy, and I mean scrappy is admittedly my favorite way to play Arkham. Yeah, like Scrappy is my favorite way to play. Okay. We have 3 more cards we can put in here, chat. Let's hope they're good. 42. Scene of the crime. We have 2 of those. Can't be that one. Please don't be Dr. Milan Christopher. That's literally the last thing we need right now. 70? No stone unturned. Honestly, that's pretty close to the last. I mean, that actually does help Agnes out. It makes her more consistent, so maybe that's good. So maybe that's good. 87. That's a barricade. The absolute... if I had to choose a card, that was probably like the least card we need. But maybe it'll save us in the first scenario. Look at this fucking hunch deck. Alright, chat. We have room for 1 more card. Let's hope it's good. 35. It's Dr. fucking Milan Christopher. Alright, Chad, what do you give yourselves for this one? Because I think this one's worse. I think this one's worse. I love this fucking hunch deck, man. Yeah, my guess, my rating would also be a 4 out of 10. It's not like the worst deck I've ever seen, but it's definitely obviously below average. Now, chat, you're gonna choose my weaknesses. You ready? You're gonna get a power that we previously thought was unattainable. Alright, chat. Joe Diamond's weakness. The tower, leg injury, or your worst nightmare. Do your vote. Vote for it now. Which one do you want? You have 1 minute. And while you're voting, I'm going to get Agnes's set up. So right now it's a tie between the tower and your worst nightmare. If it's a tie, I am going to choose. It's the tower. That's what I would have chose. That's what I would have chosen of the two. Alright, so then let's now do Agnes's. A new poll, same thing. We have Amnesia, Chronophobia, and an internal injury. Looks like Chronophobia is probably going to win this one. What do we choose based on? Worst, easiest to deal with? It's whatever you want. I make no rules here. I make no rules. Chat. I am but a puppet dancing for chat right now. Yeah, internal injury is Chronophobia, but damage, yeah. This Joe Diamond deck. This is a wild deck. Oh, okay. Looks like Chronophobia is taking it. I'm not surprised. Yeah, no, honestly, I don't remember how I felt about the first draft decks, but I feel pretty bad about these ones. Sorry, not the first draft deck, the first Twitch challenge decks, because I feel not great about these ones. But the only way to prosper is to try. So we're gonna play these ones in the Forgotten Age. Right now on Twitch, but later in the afternoon if you're watching on YouTube when these come out. So yeah. Wish me luck and wish Twitch chat luck, because everything falls onto their shoulders. That's how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. And as always, GG's.